Hello, everyone, and welcome to this opening event for the SoftUni in Romania. My name is Svetlin Nakov, and I'm a co-founder of SoftUni, the largest tech education organization in Southeastern Europe. And I'm here with Gabriela from Romania to welcome you and to explain how you can become a software engineer and start a tech job. So it will be very interesting, I believe, because this is the most in-demand profession, and I will show you some numbers a little bit later. So let's start with agenda. Gabriela?
Hello. I will speak Romanian now, so we can all understand here. Astăzi vom discuta împreună cu Svetlin despre ce profesii de IT există și care mi se potrivesc, ce caută companiile, care este viitorul serviciilor IT. Vom discuta de asemenea că oricine poate deveni programator software. Ne vom informa cam cât durează să devin un programator software, cum aș putea să devin unul. Iar mai spre încheiere vom discuta despre SoftUni și SoftUni România. După care va urma o sesiune de întrebări și răspunsuri, dacă aveți anumite întrebări referitoare la înscrieri, la orice informații despre curs și despre SoftUni. So, Svetlin, thank you. You can proceed.
Okay, so let's tell you a few words about me. I'm Svetlin Nakov, a software engineer, tech trainer, and entrepreneur, author of 16 books. I'm in the software industry in the last 25 years, since when I was a child. And later I became a software trainer, a person who trains software engineers to give them a profession and job in the software industry. So I have 4 successful tech education initiatives on my track record. I started in 2004 with the National Academy for Software Developers. It was a small software development academy. Later, I co-founded the Telerik Software Academy, and a few years later, I created with co-founders the Software University, also called SoftUni, in Bulgaria, and now we are expanding internationally, globally. And I have also a specialized high school with 600 school students. So I'm always involved in the last 25 years in the tech training and teaching developers how to code and how to use software development as their primary profession. So I will tell you a little bit about the IT professions. In the software industry, we have software development professions, we have software engineers. This is the most wanted, as I will show you a little bit later. This is what is in biggest demand in the industry, but we have also many other tech professions like QA engineers who care about the quality of the software and they ensure the quality is good enough by automated testing. Software quality experts, testers, etc. We have from the technical side also system administrators and DevOps engineers and quality engineers who care about the tech infrastructure and the software projects, and they maintain the IT infrastructure by coding sometimes and by some technical process. So there are on the business side more business-oriented professions like IT consultant, CRM expert, ERP expert, business intelligence, BI expert. These are people who help the business to run through a software. For example, manufacturing enterprises run their ERP systems. We have business analysts, project managers, and people who keep the projects running over the time. And we have data science and machine learning and AI engineers who are specialized in data analytics and data and about data. Beside of these specializations, we have many kinds of software engineers. So if you sign up to learn software engineering, you always start with coding, but you will end up someday in one of these professions. Front-end developers are the people who care, who maintain and develop the user interface of the software, the UI. We have backend developers who, the UI is what you see on the screen. So your Facebook apps, your mobile phone apps, your websites, etc. This is the front end. The backend are the software which keeps your data and implements the data processing, like the cloud servers where, for example, in the Facebook app, for example, we have backend developers who keep your data, keep your friends, keep your pictures, stories, etc. in the cloud infrastructure of the Facebook. And they provide access to this data through APIs after authentication. So it's usually split in the software engineering between people who care about what you see on the screen and people who care about the backend, about the data, the storage, data processing, etc. We have also web developers who write web apps, mobile app developers who develop apps for iPhone, Android, and other platforms. We have website developers, which is a simplified version of web developers. We have data engineers who care about the data analysis and big data, etc. from the technical side. We have AI engineers who train machine learning models to implement many special things like automatic machine learning algorithms, like chatbots, etc. We have game developers who called gaming. We have and especially beside of this, we have specialization by language. So you can be a Java developer for gaming, or JavaScript developer for gaming, or Python developer for gaming. So we have Java developers, we have C# developers, JavaScript, PHP, C and C++, and many others like Python. We have also cloud developers who write cloud-enabled software apps, like, for example, Office 365 or Google Drive. We have DevOps engineers who care about the IT infrastructure. We have Python, Android, and iOS specializations, Unity for game development. We have also Internet of Things IoT developers who build things like building automation, like smart building, smart transport, etc. And we have many other specializations like cybersecurity, like QA automation and others. So the software industry is broad. It's very large. And if we open, for example, LinkedIn, which is the largest technical place in the world, we can find that if we write software, for example, in Romania, we'll see what companies need. So they need developers, QAs. Do you see what I mentioned? These are .NET developers, so it is a backend C# programmer. Backend QA team lead, this is a quality assurance expert. So software project team, this is something around software development, but this is a kind of specialized project management position. As Agile delivery lead, this is a kind of cloud engineering. So team leader, this is a management position, not quite technical. So we have software engineers, like you see, which are Java based here, and etc. Something interesting I can show you here. Unity developer. This is a person who develops with Unity and JavaScript or C# for iOS and Android gaming. So this is a game developer with 3D experience. So technical positions are very different, but what is in the heart of this is the development. So most of the positions are about coding, about writing, about programming, about object-oriented programming, databases, front-end, back-end, etc. Beside of this, we have many positions in digital marketing. This is something we teach in Bulgaria, but maybe soon in Romania. But we focus on the technical positions around the software like these ones. So I will mention just the digital marketing positions. So digital marketing are people who make the marketing of some product or service over the social networks, over the video channels, over the entire technical industry, like using influencers, using ads, etc. So we have digital advertising experts. These are the people who run the ads, for example, Google ads. We have social media marketing experts on the industry, like Facebook marketing, AdWords experts. We have copywriting experts, people who write texts for your blog, for your brochures, for example, for your social media channels, etc. We have email marketing experts. These are people who send emails with marketing promotional content. Sometimes people call this spam, but spam is when you didn't sign up for someone for email marketing. When you intentionally sign up for email marketing, it is not a spam. It is something you choose to receive. We have search engine experts, which make your site to appear on the search engine when someone search for some keyword. It is another profession. We have e-commerce experts, who run online retail stores, etc. We have video marketing experts who make channels in YouTube, in TikTok, and other locations based on video content. So we have also design and UX professionals. These are from the art perspective. The basic profession here is a graphic designer, a person who creates something to look good. They are involved in many specializations like web and UI designers. These are people who design websites and web user experience. We have UI and UX designers who design how your mobile app, how your website or product or service will look like. They place the buttons, the UI controls, they style these apps, etc., and they give this UI to the developers to implement them. So we have interior designer, which is far away from the traditional graphic design, and these are people who place your chair in your kitchen, for example. And we have 3D animators and animators for the marketing industry. We have interaction designers, which is similar to UX, and we have preprint experts, etc., etc., video artists, brand designers, and many others. So the IT professions are very, very big set of professions, but the heart of these professions is mostly programming, because this is what industry says. So what tech professions you should choose? My suggestion here is to choose a profession which you like. So you should try, you should see what you like and continue learning something that you like, that inspires you, something that keeps you involved for long, and something which is pleasant for you. But it should be in high demand on the job market, because if playing a piano is something which inspires you, there are not lots of jobs for piano players. Sorry. But if you are inspired by a Python programming or Java programming or game development, you should check that these professions are in high demand. So you have a good job, well paid, in a good company, and a good perspective. So you should check what inspires you, and you should be a good fit for this in the same time, and you should have a good market demand for this. And that's why everyone should try software development, because if you are a good fit for a software developer, and if you are inspired by software development, the industry demand is the highest possible which you can find. I will show you some data a little bit later. So globally, the most in demand IT professions are in the software industries are related to software development. For example, Python development, I have some statistics from November, but now it's a little bit smaller. The demand is 1.9. We have 15% down globally because of the economic situation. But this is temporary. It will reach the similar levels from November in the next few months, maybe in the summer. So we have 2 million Python developers. Globally, companies need 2 million Java developers, like we can see. Also, JavaScript 2 million developers, QA engineers 500,000 developers. These are mostly QA automation developers who care about the quality, and .NET developers, data science, etc. So if this is compared with the traditional jobs like physicians, a doctor, medical doctor, you can see that we need 400,000 medical doctors, and in the same time 2 million Java developers. So which is more perspective, you can answer yourself. So advocate, for example, lawyer, advocate, less than 200,000. And truck driver, for example, another traditional job, less than 200,000. You can see that all the jobs are in less demand, not only the IT jobs, since November and since maybe in the last half of the year because of the economic situation, but this is a temporary event. If you start learning coding now, until you learn it, better times will come. But these are official data from LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the largest job portal in the world, the largest social network for people who want to start a job or who want to have a better job. So this is something that you can check. IT professions are the most wanted professions in the world today. And this is true. This is something that you can check personally. This is not something that I just tell you because because I'm a marketing expert. I'm not a marketing expert. I just tell you the facts. So what's the same thing in Romania? In Romania, locally, your industry needs 12,000 of Java developer currently, and something like 11,000 of Python developers, which does not have a significant change from the time when I wrote these numbers. But again, you can see that there are tens of thousands of in-demand open jobs in Romania for software developers, and the top 3 most wanted positions are Java developer, Python developer, and JavaScript developer. Maybe this JavaScript is mostly front-end, and this is mostly back-end, and this is web and machine learning. Usually it is the way it works. So very interesting thing. I have made some kind of statistics here in order to show you what will come in the next years. So I compared Bulgaria, where SoftUni comes from, with Romania, where we are now entering together with Gabriela and SoftUni Romania, with the United States. So we believe that United States shows the way ahead. where we can be someday. In United States, the population is 300 millions. Something happened here. 300 millions in United States, and they have 1.5 million developers. So no, these are the positions. They have 6.7 million developers out of 300. So 2% of their populations are software engineers. Can you believe this? Which means 1 out of 50 people in the US is a software engineer. 1 out of 50 people. So here is where we can be someday. Bulgaria, Romania, and the other countries. So in Romania, you have this nearly 19 millions of population, and you have 130,000 software engineers currently. So it's 0.6%, which means 1 out of 160, for example, I can't calculate it, is a software engineer. So the conclusion here is that if you want to reach the United States, in Bulgaria, we can grow 2.4 times. In Romania, your industry, the software engineers, can grow 3.4 times just to reach the normal level in modern countries like the United States. So this means that if you have now 113,000 developers, it means that you will need to add at least more 300,000 developers. 300,000 of people in the next few years will enter the software industry in Romania. Of course, if they take a good education, if they take a good preparation, if they learn coding. So the industry says coding are the #1 most wanted jobs everywhere in the world, including in Romania. And in the same time, in the next few years, 300,000 of developers will be needed in Romania just to catch up with the United States. And I believe that in the United States, more and more people also will become developers. And of course, some people from Bulgaria and Romania will go to the United States, for example, to work in Google or in Facebook, because they can do this locally. Okay. So a few words in Romanian and comments from Gabriela.
Yes. După cum spunea Svetlin despre disponibilitatea foarte mare a locurilor de muncă în domeniul software, putem să vorbim și despre avantajele de a fi un software developer sau un programator software. Printre acestea se numără un program de lucru flexibil sau remote, adică poți să lucrezi de oriunde, oricând. La fel, tipul de servici pe care un programator software îl dezvoltă nu este unul plictisitor. Poți să devii foarte creativ. O să întâmpini tot felul de dificultăți pe care ești motivat și antrenat să le depășești. Alte avantaje ar mai fi faptul că piața și cererea pentru programatori este atât de mare încât sistemul de învățământ din România nu îl poate acoperi. Astfel că poți să ajungi un programator software urmând un curs separat, cum ar fi un curs de la SoftUni. Formarea pentru a deveni un dezvoltator software nu durează foarte mult. De exemplu, pentru un medic sau alte specializări care durează ani de zile, într-un timp mult mai scurt, un an jumătate, poți să devii un software developer profesionist. La fel, salariile se știe că sunt destul de mari în România și la fel nu există o limită de vârstă pentru domeniul acesta, adică poți să te înrolezi la orice vârstă. Iar printre dezavantaje am enumerat un dezavantaj, cum ar fi faptul că odată ce ești un software developer, toți cunoscuții te vor solicita să le repari laptopurile. Este o glumiță, dar se întâmplă. Svetlin, you can proceed.
Okay. Before going ahead, I should show you one of your local Romanian job portals, one of the biggest, maybe jobs.ro. You can see that some of the most wanted professions are again the software development. This is embedded developer, which is Internet of Things, mostly .NET developer, junior developer, Java developer. This is the most wanted thing. And if you open even the main page here, you will see that the most wanted jobs are technical jobs. Okay, sometimes we need some tech support, consultant, content writer. This is digital marketing. Tech support. This is partially maybe related to IT, but the most wanted jobs globally and also in Romania and best paid jobs are related to technology. And technology jobs are mostly related to software development. So what are companies looking for? If we open a typical junior software development position like this one, you'll see that they want coding, they want object-oriented programming, they want databases and SQL, and they need web-based software development together with some kind of Git and version control and unit testing. So if I read this job ad, it looks like I read my curriculum at SoftUni. This is what we teach. So another interesting story, these are the 50 best jobs in America for 2022. And this is Glassdoor. This is the ejobs.ro for the US. This is the largest job portal in the United States. So they say that the most wanted best jobs are technical, software, not software, software, etc. So you can see that 80 to 90% of the best jobs everywhere in the world, starting from the US, of course, are software oriented. So my suggestion here is that, okay, not everyone could be a developer, but if you have a talent for it, you should try it. That's my suggestion. So you should try. And at SoftUni, we always give the opportunity for people to try coding for free. Absolutely. You come, you check if you like it. And if you like it, you continue later with putting more and more effort. I will explain you a little bit later. So what's the expectation for the future of jobs? If you see the statistics, the graphics from the past 10 years, you can see that nearly 10 years ago, we had 6,000 number of 6 million people in the IT industry in Europe. Now we have 9 million. Something like this. So and also the share of total employment is about 4.5%, which means that 5% of the people living in Europe are working something related to IT. So we should differentiate software jobs by IT jobs. Software jobs are more technical and IT jobs might be less technical. For example, someone who is involved with the cable wires is also an IT professional. Someone who deals with the mobile phones and smartphones, it's also an IT professional. But automation and AI will end many non-tech professions. This is obvious. Professions like drivers, sellers, brokers, legal consultants will be more and more automated over the time. And people who do this automation will be needed more and more. As you can see, all the industries in the world get transformed digitally. not only the traditional professions, which are high-tech, like manufacturing, for example, but also less IT professions like medicine, like Lego industry, like food industry, like agriculture. Everything gets automated and digitally transformed. So developers will be needed and needed and needed. And this growth will continue in the next maybe at least 10 years. So anyone can be a software developer. And I have seen this many times. I teach software developers for the last 20 years on a daily basis. And I have found that it takes just time and persistence to become a developer. If you like it, if you want it, if you spend enough time, you will definitely become a software developer. And this is up to you. And people who can become a software developers for 1 year, they can do it for 2 years or even 3 years if they work their daily jobs in the same time. So why everyone can become a developer and start a job in the tech industry? Because it's not quite complex. It's not like to become a surgery expert or to become a nuclear expert. It's not a rocket science. It just takes time and persistence. And I have seen this over tens of thousands of people who graduated my academies and started a tech job. So already we have nearly 19,000 of students who have studied programming. These are not 5 people, not 500. There are tens of thousands, and these are proven people. If you just write SoftUni alumni, Google it, SoftUni alumni, and go to LinkedIn. Here, I'm an administrator of this page, so I need to change it. So you can see that these are real people. 18,000 of people already graduated. So I'll see some stories random. I will choose a random person. For example, this guy, and also few others, just a random, without seeing where I click in this guy. So what we can see, Peter is a software engineer, but what's his story? His story is that a few years ago, he passed through the software university and graduated some courses. So let's see his story clearly. After graduation in 2019, he started a junior software developer job. Okay, I'll see another story. Marianne, who is now a software developer. What happens? He was a database operator, not developer, for 8 years, which means that he was some kind of non-quite technical job. Maybe he was a data entry operator, or I don't know, but this is not a developer. And in 2020, for 2 years, he graduated SoftUni. And what happened? He started as a software developer. So this works. We can find thousands and thousands of examples like this. I'll see another person, Slavena, who was intern in 2021, just after graduating her JavaScript. I want to find some kind of career changers to show you, because it's very. Oh, this is a very good example. See, this girl was in the WoW attorney at the WoW company, right? So she worked for years here. And after that, she was a Lego trainee, then Lego advisor. Then she started as a software consultant. But when this happens? In May 2018. So when she graduated a SoftUni, somewhere between 2016 and 2019. So you can see and inspect. These are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. These are real people. You cannot easily fake 80,000 of people. So these are real. We have 29,000 of followers, and they are real. My suggestion here is that thousands of people sign up for SoftUni. Oh, I'll show you something interesting. At SoftUni Bulgaria, not Romania, softuni.bg, we have a lot of people who apply to be developers. I will translate this. So if I click on the candidates administration, so these are all the candidates which have applied to study coding with SoftUni, and you can see what happens. So every 3 or 5 minutes, someone registers to join, and 200,000 of people already joined on the programming basics, and 80,000 of them already graduated, which means that 1 out of 10 people who clicks the sign up form graduates, which is very, very good, because we want everyone to try to learn coding, and if they want, they continue. So many people are retrained, which means that they change their profession. Hairdressers, musicians, architects, financial experts, journalists, taxi drivers, all they can succeed, and we have seen this to happen over the time, over these years. I trained software engineers for more than 20 years, and professionally at SoftUni in the last 8 years. So technically, this is not complex. You just need to have watchdog thinking or build it. And the most important thing is that you should spend enough time over the time without dropping out, and you will graduate. We have many success stories. I have some links, but they are in Bulgarian. I have also success stories from Romania. In LinkedIn, for example. Okay, I'll show you later. So who can become a software developer? I have statistics mostly from Bulgaria, because we are global in the last year mostly. So our last 8 years were mostly in Bulgaria. So university degrees is not required in the software industry. Companies hire you for your skills, not for your diploma. And 60% of the people who we train now are career changers, which means that they work in a bank, or they work in some marketplace, or in a grocery, or they are taxi drivers or whatever, and they use SoftUni to change their job and enter in the software industry. Just like the example I gave you with this girl who worked as a WoW expert. So they learn programming at a slow speed, which means that they spend something like 20 hours or 15 hours per week coding, and they do their daily jobs in the same time. And the other 40% are school and university students who are not quite happy from their university education, because it's not quite practical and quite modern. And they study in the school and with SoftUni in parallel. So you can be a school student and SoftUni student in parallel. So you can learn mathematics in the university and more theory, and more fundamental concepts like physics, etc. And you can learn the practical software development and how to build web apps, how to build React apps and other with SoftUni in the same time. So if you are already working, you can be a career changer. If you are already a student, you can learn in parallel. And this is how it works. This is how this 18.5 thousand graduates from SoftUni do it. You can open LinkedIn and see how they do it. So how long does it take to become a software developer from the zero and start a tech job? Basically, it takes 1 to 2 years for at a slow speed. Slow speed means that you spend 15 to 20 hours per week. You need to study hard and consistently. There is no easy way. Without studying, without putting effort, without solving problems, without coding, not every day, but most of the days, you will fail in becoming developer. But it takes usually 1 to 2 years if you keep your current occupation. For example, if you are a student in the school or a student in a university, or you work in a bank, for 1 to up to 2 years, it will be enough to switch your job and become a developer. If you are free and you can spend 10 hours per day every day, you can do it for 6 months or 1 year, but it is not recommended, because if you quit your job in the bank, or if you quit your education in the university just to devote your time on software engineering, what will happen if you fail? You don't have, it's not pleasant. So we focus on developing practical projects, and over the time, our students usually write something like 100,000 lines of code. This is just approximation. It depends on the language. For example, Python developers write less code, less lines, etc. And Java developers write more lines of code. But this is something like 300 days. If you practice for 300 days heavily and write something now normal for a developer, like 350 lines of code, some developers write 500 lines of code per day, but this is just an approximation. This means that if you spend 300 days in learning programming, this will be enough to start a tech job. Usually, some people need more time, more days. Some people are faster. Why? Because if you are a very good mathematician or a person with a logical thinking, it will take you less time. So, how to become a software engineer? First, you should find out if programming is for you, because it's not for everyone. It's very, very, very important. Someone should care about children. Someone should be a taxi driver. And not everyone can be a developer, but people who can, then they should be. So you should find out if programming is for you. How? Just sign up for a free coding course. SoftUni.ro is one of your best opportunities now. It's open, but it's not the only opportunity. You can try other coding schools. You can try learning from YouTube, or learning from friends, or from books, or from video course, etc. But SoftUni.ro is the best one, by my opinion, because you have a Romanian language speakers who will teach you, who will give you exercises, who will help you. You will join in a group, because if you learn alone, you are alone. If you learn in a group, this works better, because you have people around you. You can ask, you can discuss with them, and you will have deadlines for the lessons, for the exercises, for the projects. So it's the recommended way of learning programming. And after this free coding course at SoftUni.ro, which will start soon, you can answer these questions. Does programming excite you? Do you really feel that you like it, you enjoy it? If the answer is yes, you should definitely continue, because in a year or two, you will become a software engineer and you will have a better life. You should answer yourself, do you really like and enjoy coding? Are you good at coding? If you are not good, you will need to spend more time. If you like it and you are good, you solve the problems with these. This is the best combination. And do you want to write code all the time? I mean that if this is your profession, you will stay in front of the computer for many hours, at least 8 hours every day for the next 10 years. So this is an important decision for your life. So our concept at SoftUni is that everyone should try coding, and everyone should decide if they like it and they will become a software developers or not, because again, it's not for everyone, but everyone who has talent should use this talent to become developers and have a better life. So I will tell you a little bit about SoftUni, and finally Gabriela will tell you about the upcoming courses in SoftUni Romania and how you can make your first steps in software development. So SoftUni is the biggest tech education provider in the Southeastern Europe. We have many training and courses in Bulgaria. You saw that we have 200,000 of developers already joined to try, students joined to try coding, and we have also expanding in Romania and other countries like Serbia, like Mongolia. And we provide zero to career programs, which means that you start from the absolute zero, like you don't know anything about programming, and these career programs get you from the zero and you graduate with the profession and the job. We have nearly 19,000 of graduates. We have 20,000 of graduates combined in the Software University, in the Digital Marketing Academy, and in this is the Digital Marketing Academy. It has less graduates, but is still not offered in Romania. But yeah, this is smaller, just 2,000. And we have similar in the SoftUni Creative, which is Design and UX Academy. But we have a community of 300,000 learners who already tried programming or the digital professions. So this is what we do. We are SoftUni. SoftUni in the last year started expanding worldwide. It comes from Bulgaria, but it's now open in Serbia. This is the Serbian colleagues, in Palestine in Arabian language. You can see we have also the global department, which offers these franchise programs, and we have Mongolian partners who do in Mongolian language. We have operations in Indonesia, very similar, and now in Romania. So this is a proven global set of initiatives which bring our know-how, our proven track record of teaching software engineers globally in many countries, and now in Romania. So SoftUni in Romania is softuni.ro. Now it's open and everyone can enroll for the Python courses now and for Java courses later. And my suggestion is just try coding for free. The idea of trying is just to find out if it is your passion. Because if you don't try, you will never know. If you try volleyball, for example, you'll know I like it or I don't like it. I have tried, for example, many sports, for example, or dances and many other things beyond coding. And I found that I like, for example, soccer, and I don't like some other, like yoga, for example. So you can always apply at softuni.ro. And maybe Gabriela can explain a little bit about the team, about what happens, and about the career programs. But I will mention Albert. Albert is a very interesting person because he graduated SoftUni already, and he's a Romanian person. He lives in no, this is the link is incorrect. I should copy it. Sorry for this. Sometimes in PowerPoint the link and the content could be different. This is from Indonesia, one of our lecturers. So Albert, he graduated Java developers at SoftUni He lives in Ploiești. I'm not sure if this is the correct pronunciation, but he spent the last 2 years learning Java, and now he is in the process of starting technical jobs. In fact, he started and he works for SoftUni in the same time, but he has already certifications and he graduated. He will be one of your speakers, of your trainers, and the other guys are part of the team, and they will be, some of them technical, some of them organizational people. So we have a strong team led by Gabriela, who will conduct these trainings over the time. So in short, we offer 0 to career programs. This is the curriculum. It starts from a free entrance module where you can just join and try if programming is for you. Then you continue with this fundamentals module, and then the professional modules, which will start from Python. So in total, it will take less than 2 years to graduate if you cope well. After the training course, the first free course, 2 months, you have several months, 4 months to deepen your skills in programming. Then you specialize in some of the programs. From what I know, Java and Python will be taught in Romania. And finally, you get a career realization. And you don't need to just to trust me about this. You can open LinkedIn, like I already did in the SoftUni alumni, and see that this really happens. This is not some promise from me. If you join, you will graduate and you will have a job like Albert. If you don't try, okay, you stay and say, oh, my friends who are developers, they have good jobs. Yes, but they have spent time to learn this. So start with programming at SoftUni Romania. Gabriel.
Da, pentru a începe să studiezi cu SoftUni România, trebuie să intri pe site-ul nostru softuni.ro, trebuie să creezi un cont complet gratuit și să te înscrii la unul dintre cursurile deschise. Am deschis luna aceasta primul curs, bazele programării cu Python, care va începe în 28 ianuarie. Trebuie să intri pe cursul respectiv și să te înscrii. În momentul în care se deschid lecțiile, vei fi anunțat și vei participa live împreună cu unul dintre profesorii noștri la lecții. Lecțiile sunt structurate în format teoretic, după care va urma o sesiune de laborator, în care vei primi exerciții, veți lucra împreună cu profesorul și veți trimite și rezultatele într-un sistem automatizat care le va verifica. Cursul durează 2 luni și este complet gratuit. Dacă vei decide în aceste 2 luni că ți se potrivește, că vrei să studiezi, că vrei să mergi mai departe cu programul nostru profesional în Python, trebuie să susții un examen pentru modulul pe care tocmai l-ai terminat. După care te poți înscrie la modulele următoare, modulul de fundamentele programării în Python și după care la unul dintre modulele de perfecționare, Python Advanced, Python OOP, Web Python and Framework Web for Python. După ce vei termina și modulele de specializare, după fiecare modul vei susține un examen, în urma căruia vei primi un număr de credite. Vei trece prin toate modulele, iar la final vei primi o diplomă. Diplomele sunt acreditate de Ministerul Educației din Bulgaria, deci sunt deja testate. Programa este, ați văzut, testată deja de mii de studenți. Mii de studenți au terminat cursurile SoftUni și unii dintre ei chiar lucrează deja în acest domeniu. Iar la final, după ce primești diploma, noi te vom ajuta să participi la un interviu de angajare la una dintre companiile noastre partenere în IT. și de acolo îți dorim succes. Svetlin?
Okay, so that was all from my side, and please try programming and learn if coding is for you or not. You can join, and it's up to you if you will try or you will still keep staying on the same time. So everyone should try SoftUni and should learn if it works for them or not. I'm open for questions. Please use